Hello everybody, Stazima here. I hope that you're doing fantastic today. We're starting a new series today where I go over some Halo Reach tips and strategies for you, and today we're going to be talking about strafing. First things first though, we're going to break it down to you in a custom game match. We're going to show it to you from a third person angle, how to do it if you're new to it, a few tips, and then we're going to bring it into the field, bring it into matchmaking, show you some real live examples of it. Okay, first off, you got your basic short strafe. Now this is a little bit, it's a shorter one. You want to go back and forth, back and forth. It's short, obviously, and then you have a longer one. Then you go longer strides, longer strides. Now the key is not to use either one of these consistently because that becomes too predictive and they'll easily be able to track their shot down. What you want to do is you want to create a random pattern of both of them mixed together. The best strafe is one that's completely random and one that mixes back and forth while you still have to be able to keep that shot on the other guy, so you don't want to confuse yourself too much. Now, once you're done making that strafe random, making it long, short, short, long, short, 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 long, whenever you're doing that, that's what you want to be thinking. You can add another element to that. When it's getting towards the final stages of this 1v1, in the final shot, maybe you want to crouch a little bit so that might take him by surprise. Another tactic would be to jump. I prefer to jump. I don't usually crouch very much. I usually do jump a lot, especially those who have bumper jumper on and their jumpers are bumpers. It's very easy to jump on that last shot. It really takes a lot of opponents by surprise, especially at close quarters, and it really makes for a more easy kill. One thing that you do not want to do if you're in close quarters combat, you don't want to just let the barriers of the walls be the limits of your strafe. You want to remember to keep it random and allow the enemy to catch on to that and easily get the kill. Okay, first example we have here, I combine jumping and a really short strafe against that wall here to get that guy in a really nice, basic, clean way. The angle of the ramp also gives me an advantage in the fact that he can see less of my body than I can see of his, and then that was just a nice clean kill there. Second example we have here isn't the cleanest kill, but it's a good example of a long distance strafe. From the long distance here and I'm strafing, he doesn't have a very good shot on me, and then that's a really good way to get a nice easy kill without getting a lot of damage on you. This next example, I die because it's an example that I really don't use much. He uses the short strafe and he crouches at the end there, which really gets me. It's not a tactic that I use a lot, but it's a tactic that I recommend to some people. If it works for you, go ahead and use it. The next example is a strafe where the enemy gets the first shot on me, but I still come back to win because I get a nice mix of strafe in there. I call his strafe better, and I get a nice random strafe in there just to show you guys that you can come back, even if you're down a full bullet, come back there with a nice strafe on them and you can get the kill. So those are just a few good examples of strafing. Remember that you can obviously keep it creative. Using grenades with your strafe will allow you to make the enemy killed even quicker, leaving yourself with more shields. Remember that you don't need to strafe with super big power weapons like the rockets. You also don't need to strafe every time you're shooting. It's much easier to just stand there and take a regular shot if you're taking from far away, or if the enemy isn't paying attention to you at all. But once someone starts shooting at you, I'd recommend a strafe. You can also use strafing to run away. If you're running away, I would recommend putting your head down because then that makes it harder to get the headshot just by a fraction of an inch, but every little thing helps. So guys, that's the quick crash course on strafing. If you're unfamiliar to the concept, try to practice it. It really helps step up your game a lot. Thank you guys so much for watching this Halo Reach tips, and I will see you guys on the battlefield.